Everyone, it's Mr. T. I'm here with Maine from US. Where in the US are you from, Maine?
Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush.
Flatbush, that's a smaller area in
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
small inner city area.
Now, you were down here, I think we discussed, there was, you left in December, so 2019, before the whole COVID attack started. And you were here for a number of months.
I got here in May of 2019, then I left December of 2019 to go back to Thailand to see my girlfriend for February, Valentine's Day again, the Valentine's Day anniversary. And then when I got to New York, this is before COVID, they was telling me don't go to Thailand because of COVID. It's going to be bad. Then when I got to Thailand, it was worse in America during March, and they locked everything down.
So you were locked down in Thailand, and what was that like?
It was good. I was in Pattaya, 2-bedroom condo, ocean view. The whole thing was glass. The whole wall was glass. It was a great time. You know, a lot of people wasn't out. It was just the retirees and local people. It was a great experience.
But you don't like being locked down, though?
Nah. Actually, well, the curfew was 12 o'clock, so it wasn't that bad, actually, you know. And I don't party anyway, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah. But the beach was closed, though.
So, still, it was tyranny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when did you manage to get out of Thailand?
This was around, like, June. Flights opened up, and I flew to Chiang Mai again. Stayed there for a few months. Then I came back to New York in end of August. Now I'm back here with me and my casa and my dog. So
what brought you back here?
My dog.
Yeah. Okay, so that was parked here basically, or
yeah, my
under
dog.
care.
Yeah. I love my dog.
So can you call your dog over?
Bible, come here.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get the doggy on camera here.
Come here, boy. Up. Come here, up.
There he comes.
Up.
That's Bible.
Sit.
What made you call him Bible?
Because the Bible is the greatest book of all time. And people should not forget that.
What's he doing? All right, little push for the camera here. Anyway, beautiful dog. So
thank you so much.
That's the love of your life.
Yeah, because like you need security here basically. Because I live here now. Because America, a lot of politics in America, stuff like that. And this place is more, you know.
Tranquilo.
Yeah, good weather 24/7. So I'm very fortunate to be living here. And to meet good people like you, Mr. T, and other people who live here too.
Thank you. Yeah, well, we like having you back here. So, just going back to Thailand, did you see some things during this whole lockdown that was nasty in terms of how people were treated, police treating people differently? Or?
It's total. Thailand, Dominican Republic, in America, 3 different places. The police in Thailand don't look at you twice. You can have a bunch of jewelry on, they don't look at you twice. In America, they'll look at you twice to bother you, and everywhere else they'll bother you. But Thailand is perfect, smooth sailing. Chiang Mai, Thailand, you will have a great time of your life. Smooth sailing, the best place, but the flight is 25 hours. That's the only thing, though. Yeah. So you're building a plane for a day.
So how's the police here towards you?
They look at you. If I don't have my dog, they'll pull you over. They see something shiny, they think you're Haitian, or you have documentation. That's for your documentation. And once I show them my U.S. Veterans ID card, then they just disappear. You know? So it's weird here for different people.
So there's some kind of classism going on. Yeah. Well, I've noticed that too. You know, with especially Haitians, they can be quick to pull them over, and especially if they're selling something. You know, it could be cell phone covers or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Very quick to pull over, and one cop jumps off the motorbike, and the next thing they're in their face about who they are, what they're doing, all the rest of it.
Yeah, they told me to get on the bike one day, get on the bike and show them ID, get on the bike, but I just stand there and look at them, basically, you know, you gotta just show, like, because I look in between, sometimes I look Haitian, sometimes I look Dominican, sometimes I look American, it all depends on how I dress, and if I have a dog or not, I can look all 3 genres.
So do they realize quite quickly, you speak English or play...
I said, yo vivo aquí, done this years, done 2 años, I lived there for 2 years, a zoo casa, blue house. So then they be like, oh shit, you know. But when Haitians get pulled over and they know they're going down, or they know that they could have power over them, they tend to submit to them. But I don't submit to them. I just tell them, you know what I mean? Handcuffs? No, I'm not doing none of that. We can stand there all night, and then they walk away. But most of the time I show my ID and they know what time it is. They know.
So that mentality between Thai police and Dominican police, why is there a difference, you think?
Thailand, they call it the land of smiles, and they don't see a lot of black people like that there. So when they see black people, they're like, oh my God, like 1 in 1,000 So it's rare, you know. Black people here, they live here because the Haitians on the other side of the country, and also black people mostly come down here from America, so they're used to seeing us here.
Okay. So Maine, when it comes to being, say, like me, a white guy, you see the police in Thailand pick on folks that are white.
I've seen them. They have a little bit more respect for the white guys, but like I'm saying though, I'm skinny, so most people who are American are, I guess they think they're not skinny. So since I'm being skinny, I look a different race. I look like a different race. That's why. But that's the only reason why I have issue with the police here.
In general, the Thai mentality or culture, how would you describe that now that you've experienced the Dominican mentality? What's the difference between those two?
That's a great question, Mr.T. Thai people are like this. They don't have it. They won't beg you for anything. They don't ask you for anything. They don't expect anything. When you give them a tip, they do this and they're thankful. Here, they expect you to give them a tip, and they're ungrateful, and they always want more. You give them a slice, they want the whole pie.
So to avoid being hassled too much with that, do you take certain actions or avoid certain places?
Siete Ohora, back up now. Yo vivo aquí. You know what I mean? I live here. Just those simple words, you know what I mean? Estoy latiga, I'm tiger. That's it, you know? And you just give them that look, like, you know what I mean? You just, if they give you 10%, you just give them 30%, basically. That's the only thing, though. You know, you give you 10%, they give you 30. Or vice versa. That's what it is, though. Other than that, once they get used to see you more time, they know what time it is. But they forget you, though. But then once you come back, they remember who you are.
Would you still, though, recommend people to move down here and live?
Yes, I do, because the visa here situation is great. If you stay past your visa, it's only $10 a month. In Thailand, that's $15 a day. It can add up quickly. And it has kind of everything you need, though. You know, it has everything you really need, though. You know what I mean? And it's closer to the States, so 4 hours away, so you could make a trip back anytime you want.
Let's talk about some of the crap that's going down in the world now. Well, the biggest attack on humanity's sovereignty is in action right now. It's called Agenda 21. They use COVID as the excuse to basically kick all normal laws aside if that works out better for them, and say, well, we can't respect that anymore because under COVID mandates we now have the right to do this or this or that. Have you seen some crazy shit in America so far based on this whole COVID thing that makes you also want to get the hell out of the matrix?
I was in America way before COVID, and I went to after COVID, and it's not the same no more. It's not the same anymore. You know, so everybody got to wear a mask. It takes 40 minutes just for you to get fast food. People are still like trying to go against the people and go outside and stuff like that too. You know, there was a lot of looting and rioting you heard about. You know, I saw it on TV and stuff like that. But when I saw it, everything came back to normal basically, for like the stores and everything. But a lot of stores didn't open up. Mom and pop shops didn't make it. You know, a lot of the funding went to the wrong people. Yep. Yeah, it's COVID.
So where do you see America going based on everything that's happening?
After 9/11, seeing with my own eyes, anything can, in all the wars we've been through, anything can happen. You don't know, and Donald Trump, anything can happen. It's like we're in this entertainment, you know.
A lot of people feel that there's no certainty anymore. From day to day, week to week, anything could change, and they keep launching new crap all the time. Whether it's the food tyranny, like in China, you can go in 10 people to a restaurant, you're only allowed to order 9 meals.
Yep.
And destroying the food industry and the supply lines. And have you seen evidence of these kind of things coming where you were?
When I came back to New York for that 3 weeks, well, when I came back to New York, I wasn't really focused on New York. I was just chilling with my friends and trying to get my my licenses back, and then just trying to get out the country. I was trying to get out the country to come here. So I had to take a COVID test. So that was different. Usually, I'll be able to walk up to an airport and buy a ticket to go anywhere I want to go. This time was different in JFK. Went there, you need a COVID test. I ordered my ticket. I never heard anything about a COVID test. This is 6 o'clock in the morning. So Terminal 4 does COVID testing in the airport now.
And what did that entail?
Basically, you got to take a COVID test to see if you had the virus now or if you had it before. 45 a piece for each test. You only need the one to see if you're active now. So I took both of them, but I got it for free because I was in the military. And it took 3 or 4 days. So that night, I had to stay in the hotel. The only hotel around there is worth $250 a night because you check in early, so I was $250 a night for that. It was a good experience.
And what was the actual COVID test? What do they do?
They stick a rod in my nose. I have the video of it. They stick a rod in your nose, make you lean your back. It looks like it goes all the way down to the back of your throat. And then also they take blood from you. They take a 1 vial of blood. It's a butterfly needle. I think it's like an 8 gauge needle.
Well, it's an invasion of your body. But anyway, it happened. But this is like when they had the shoe bomber. They only had one shoe bomber, and ever since they've been invading our pockets to see what we've got on us. And then that wasn't enough, and then we had to be scanned. Then that's not enough. Now we have to have things shoved halfway down through our head.
That's true.
And have our blood taken just to take a goddamn Airbus somewhere.
Shoe bomber, the fucking Unabomber messed it up. Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bombing. They all, I mean, 9/11, 1990, what was it, the first 1990? They just changed the whole world, basically. Usually you'd be able to get onto a plane without even, I heard back in the day, a plane was like a party, I heard, But now it's like, it's serious now, It's like going to check an inmate. It shouldn't be like that.
Exactly. So, to me, anyway, and they've probably heard me before in the video say, they're robbing our liberties, but they use that problem, reaction, solution to do it. They create the problem, and they control the reaction or the impression about that problem with their lamestream media,
social media,
television, and then in comes the new totalitarian solution, which usually entails robbing us for movement or money or some kind of liberty. Agenda 21 is all about bringing us to the point where we don't have any human, civil or property rights anymore.
That's true.
Anyway, it's always interesting to talk to other travelers. Did you visit the Philippines?
I didn't go to the Philippines yet. I heard it's very nice over there.
But you went somewhere else in Thailand?
I've been to Bali, Indonesia, Myanmar, right before COVID. I was on Gili T, Indonesia, when they said we're going to shut the borders down in a week. So now we had to take a speedboat back to Indonesia. Then you got to take another flight to Pattaya. So I was just trying to get to a safe place for lockdown, where I knew I've been there before, and I've been to Pattaya before, so my lockdown was there basically. Do you know a YouTube channel guy named Adam Kokesh?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, he's a libertarian too, basically.
Oh, thanks for that. I promote a lot of YouTubers. The ones that seem to have their head out of the sand, I like to even promote them.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's a veteran, he's a fellow Marine. Adam Kokesh, you're a great guy, I support your channel.
Fantastic. Hey, Maine, great to have you on camera, and I hope we can do more after some other
Bible, one more time, Bible. Come here, Bible.
Get Bible up here to say,
up.
Hasta luego.
Come here, boy. Nah, he's the one. Up. Come here, up.
Here he comes.
Turn around. Sit. Sit.
So what kind of dog is
He's a Dominican dog that I got in Santiago. Sit, boy. And I got him in Santiago. So because of the dog is the reason why I'm living here, basically. It's the only reason I'm living here. Other than that, I would be not living here.
Hey, you take care, and stay safe.
See you around, Mr.T.
See ya.